What's going on, guys? It is Cabeza Reacts. Coming in with another video that I usually don't do in this channel. It's gonna be actually my first reaction video to, in my mind, it is the second greatest basketball player of all time, being the Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant. Um, this video comes more of from not arguments, but kind of like debates with my friends, um, telling me that Lebron is actually better than Kobe, but I know, a lot of you guys know, Kobe is better than LeBron. And hopefully this video actually comes into mind of who's better, who's not, like who has the mentality to actually win championships instead of going just for records. I hope you enjoy it and let's get it started.
Despite this never-ending siege of pathetic LeBron jock sniffers populating the embarrassing hordes of mass media networks, constantly assaulting our sensibilities in an unending quest to manufacture some contrived GOAT debate that embarrassingly includes one of the biggest losers in professional.
I'm gonna be stopping here now, here and then, just to be able to kind of like put in my take on whatever the video is explaining to you guys, so I can just give out my take on it.
Basketball history, there was another player whose career coincided with the media-created king, and the vast majority of actual peers that played against Kobe Bryant and LeBron.
I really do agree with that statement where the media actually created LeBron James. Um, well, King James. Before he came to the league, I mean, Kobe Bryant was already established. Kobe was already being compared to Michael Jordan, which is the greatest of all time. And I feel like he took his bag and perfected it. Jordan didn't have the footwork. Jordan didn't have post game as good as Kobe. Just stuff like that. Kobe just grabbed that and reinvented, and I feel to my eyes he made it better.
James routinely select Kobe not only above LeBron James, but in many cases above every other player in NBA history besides only Michael Jordan. From Kevin Durant.
Easy, Kobe.
Easy, number 2 ever.
Exactly.
I don't even want to say number 2. It's like they just up here with each
Man,
other.
bro, like
This is coming from players that actually play against Kobe, against LeBron. These are actually players that play with him when he was on his peak. Kevin Durant, as we're gonna see, AI, all these guys play with Kobe. They're not analysts that just talk just to talk. They're not analysts that haven't played a team sport in their entire freaking life. This is actually players that have played against Kobe and they have experienced what it's like to be the Mamba mentality.
To Bruce Bowen.
But I just have Kobe above LeBron in that aspect of things. He should be number 2. And Bill Russell, we know. Magic, we know. And then that Tim Duncan.
This has been a pretty regular occurrence whenever a former player that played during that era goes on record. The most recent to do so was Allen Iverson, who laid out his.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. Kobe once said that we're lucky that he's not 6'6". Because if that guy was 6'6", oh my God, we would not be talking about Kobe. We wouldn't be talking about LeBron.
His outlook on the GOAT debate in a recent interview with Rachel Nichols.
I say Mike, and I say Kobe. You know what I mean? And then everybody else.
And for
Mike
some
and Kobe,
reason,
rest is rest.
anytime a player
Doesn't matter.
does this, every revisionist jock sniffer in the mass media loses their damn minds in an attempt to trip over each other and slander Kobe Bryant. The ignorant, hypocritical Stephen A. Smith was recently taking a multitude of shots at Bryant, both on his ESPN television show First Take, as well as his personal YouTube channel.
Well, Kobe Bryant is not the second greatest player in NBA history. That's just not true. It's just not. It's just not.
Stephen A. Smith seems to be fine, of course, with LeBron James or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being slated over Kobe Bryant all time. This is despite Kobe having 15 All-NBA selections, which is as many as Kareem and more than any other player in league history beside LeBron's 19. While Bryant was also named All-NBA defense 12 times, more than
That's another take right there. I mean, Kobe wasn't just doing it as an offense. Kobe wasn't taking triple teams and shooting over triple teams just doing that. That's not what Kobe was. Kobe was a pure attacker, a pure scorer. He will kill you as an offensive player. He will kill you as a defensive player. He is in both ends of the courts, one of the greatest of all time.
any other player in league history besides only Tim Duncan. Kobe's 5 rings, meanwhile, are of course the same as Magic. More than Bird, more than Wilt, more than LeBron, and 1 fewer than Kareem. But Stephen A. feels as if he has to draw a distinction between Kobe's rings and Kareem's. Yes, the crooked fake news media clearly on the take.
I love this part of the video. It's actually literally explains that Kobe wasn't carried through the first 3 finals. Just pay attention to this because this is mind-blowing. That people still think that Kobe was carried in the 2000 finals. Like, I really don't understand where people's minds are at.
Just can't avoid bringing up one of the most regurgitated and pathetic narratives in their slew of Kobe slander. The age-old Kobe was carried by Shaq narrative.
But we can't ignore the fact that the first 3 came with Shaq in his prime.
But in the regular season and playoffs from 1999 through 2004, Kobe Bryant averaged just 1 point fewer than Shaquille O'Neal. But Kobe also led the Lakers in assists per game during this span of time. And factoring in
Oh, he's not a team player at all. He's not a team player at all.
Kobe's points assisted as well as scored, he accounted for a larger percentage of the Lakers' total offense than Shaquille O'Neal in the playoffs during their 4 finals runs and 3 championship wins, as Kobe scored or assisted on 2,785 of the Lakers' 8,217 total points during LA's 4 finals runs, good for 34% of the offense, while Shaq accounted for only 32% of the total offense over those 4 playoff years. This was while Kobe was all-league defense and leading not just the Lakers but the entire field of NBA players in fourth quarter scoring during the playoffs in all 3 of LA's championship runs in the early 2000s.
That's another thing that I admire about Kobe. When the game is on the line, he will ask for the ball. He wants the ball in those type of situations. So was Jordan. LeBron in those type of situations chokes, hits a couple of the here and there, or have his teammates save his game because he wasn't able to hit the top shots.
For the Lakers' 16-game run in the 2001 playoffs, resulting in arguably the best single-season postseason run in NBA history for any team, Kobe Bryant averaged 29.5 points per game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1.5 steals.
Those are video games numbers, man. Video games numbers. Oh, but he was carried.
29.4 points per game is more than any of Steph Curry's 4 championship runs, and more than all but one of LeBron's championship seasons. Kobe, by the way, was just 21 years old in this season while being carried by Shaq. But since all
At 21, I was in college, trying to make it into the MLB, which is my sport, my childhood sport. And this guy was already in the NBA play with the best players in the world.
all the great NBA players that have won a multitude of championships are typically surrounded by other all-time greats. It's fundamentally difficult to gauge an individual player's true value without their elite supporting casts. I mean, Kareem won 5 of his 6 NBA championships with Magic Johnson, a universally accepted top 5 all-time player. And Kareem's one and only other title came alongside Oscar Robertson, another fringe top 10 all-time player who is generally regarded top 13 at worst. While Magic, of course, won all 5 of his alongside Kareem. LeBron,
Correct.
meanwhile, won 2 of his 4 titles with perennial All-Stars and Hall of Famers in Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. He then traded them in for 2 more perennial All-Stars and likely Hall of Famers in Kyrie Irving and Kevin
Yup.
Love, before trading them in for Anthony Davis, a
Yup.
top 75 all-time
Yup.
player. Bird, meanwhile, had
I gotta say, I'm making this in July 2026. I would not be surprised if LeBron goes to Golden State try to get another ring, because that's who he is. He doesn't stay for the tough times. He runs and looks for records. He looks for championship. He looks for all of that. He doesn't stay and go through the grind. Yes, Kobe was about to get traded twice in his career, but he stayed. Yes, he was the only All-Star on his team, but he stayed. Yes, the front office weren't doing the moves that they were necessary to get a team around him. He stayed.
an assortment of all-time greats and 2 top 75 players for his title runs. Even Jordan had Pippen. If only there was some way to separate these players from the greats they had around them. Oh, you mean like exactly what Kobe Bryant did in the summer of 2004 when Shaquille O'Neal left town? And after 8 seasons, 4 finals appearances, and 3 titles together, the Shaq and Kobe era would come to a resounding conclusion. Kobe would ultimately get Pau Gasol, who at the time the Lakers acquired him in his 7th season in the NBA. Gasol had made 1 All-Star team, had 0 All-NBA selections, and won not a single playoff game. Kobe took that team with his one-time All-Star right through the heart of the most stacked conference in NBA history. A conference which included the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, and Sean Marion Sons, along with the dynastic Tim Duncan San Antonio Spurs, boasting a perennial trio of Hall of Famers, along with the perennial 60-win Dirk Nowitzki Mavericks, and a slew of other competitive teams, including
2008, 2009, 2010 season, the Western Conference Final was insane. Insane. The teams were so stacked. I want to say, in my own words, it was more stacked than it is right now. And we got Jokic, and we got Curry, and we got Shea. And I still say the 2000, late 2000, early 2010s, it was way more stacked.
The Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady Rockets, the Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson Nuggets, as well as the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden Thunder.
The entire, all of the
Kobe
teams in the West Side.
Fringe, one-time All-Star, and go to 3 consecutive finals, winning back-to-back titles.
Well, I'm gonna have to start getting my mind where I was at. Now let's just go back for a little bit.
Winning back-to-back titles against the 2 teams that ended MVP LeBron's seasons in consecutive years in both 2009 and 2010. Kobe led the playoffs in scoring those 3 consecutive seasons, a feat duplicated by only one player in NBA history, which was predictably Michael Jordan. And Bryant would win back-to-back titles without a single other player on the top 75 list, something that no player has ever matched. Not only are Kobe's 3 title runs with Shaq severely underrated, but he, unlike all of the other all-time greats, proved he could do it without other all-time greats surrounding him. Perhaps it is time to end the slander and admit what all of these other players have been seeing and saying for years. Kobe is above LeBron. And if you were really watching and paying attention during the peak of his prime, it really isn't that hot of a take at all.
I completely agree. The 2000s championship for Kobe were so underrated just because Shaq was there. And just because Shaq was there, everybody assumed, oh, Kobe only won because Shaq was there. No, they both won because they had each other. Kobe is the only player in recent era that have won 2 championships back to back while having no top 75 teammate and only one All-Star teammate. I think this video just takes the cake, honestly. Please show some love to Scap Attack. Amazing video, great video. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel if you like this video. If you like to watch more, comment down below.